Hey guys, it is Evie here, and today I'm going to be talking about meal prepping, some benefits, some tips, and at the end I'm also going to show you guys my 2 favorite breakfast recipes to meal prep. They are not difficult at all, literally take you a couple minutes to make, and if that is something you are interested in, just keep on watching. And before you go, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around, and let's get into it. The first point I want to talk about when it comes to meal prepping is the cost of it and how much cheaper it is to make your own meals compared to buying your lunches and your dinners, etc. So for example, when I make my overnight oats, one of my go-to recipes, a single serving of that will probably not cost you more than probably $1, because a whole tub of oats is what, $5-6, and you get so many servings out of that, and then you just need your milk and your others, whatever you want to put your oats in. So meal prepping is just so much more cost effective than buying out. It is actually insane how much money you are going to save. So for example, if you are buying lunch every day, and let's say you are spending $8 to $9 5 days a week, that's going to add up. It's going to add up to a lot of money. So instead of spending $8 a week on your breakfast or lunch, you could be actually spending $8 to $9 to make 4 or 5 lunches. So as you can see, with all this in mind, it is so much more cost effective to make your own meals than buying your own meals. On average in Australia, the average Australian will spend about $18 a day on food, which equates to about $92 a week if you work 5 days a week. And a year, like if you were to times that by 52, an average Australian is spending about $4,815 just on their lunches per year. You could easily cut that in half just by meal prepping your own meals. So guys, be smart about your decisions, be smart with your money. Like, especially we're in like a financial housing crisis at the moment. Everything is going up. You want to be saving as much money as possible, and just by meal prepping you could easily save some extra money. The second point I want to talk about is how you know exactly what you are putting into your body. You are buying the ingredients, you are cooking the ingredients, and you are preparing these meals for you, which means you are going to love them because you're preparing them for yourself to your own taste. And I'm not saying to cut out takeaway altogether. I love, my McDonald's and my Subway every now and again, but eating that 5 days a week is not going to be good for my health, and it's also not going to be very great for my bank account, because as you just heard before, on average about $4,815 a year. I definitely don't want to be spending that. But yeah, so like a lot of these foods that you are buying, they have extra added salts, they have extra added sugars, extra preservatives that you don't know that are in there, and consuming that 5 days a week can't be that great for your health. So yeah, that is my second point. You just know exactly what you are putting into your body. The third point I want to talk about is how you can tailor your meals to suit your nutritional goals. So whether you have a macro goal, a calorie goal, or you would just, want to make sure you are consuming enough food, you can tailor that to your meals. That way you are hitting your goals. So if you have a goal of eating 150 grams of protein a day, you can tailor your meals to be able to hit that goal of eating 150 grams of protein a day. Another point I love about meal prepping is how you actually can create a better relationship with food when you are meal prepping. You start to learn about the nutrition behind it, and you get to learn about what food is, energy and nutrients. And learning about that has been so insightful and helpful. And if you guys didn't know, I am a nutrition student at the moment. I'll be done by the end of February, and I'll be able to share more tricks and tips with you guys as I learn more myself. But yes, creating a better relationship with food. I know I am such in a better place now. I have posted a video about my relationship with food, where I was and where I am now, and I know meal prepping has definitely opened my eyes to just how great food can be, how easy food can be. You don't have to overcomplicate your meals. You only need just a few ingredients just to make a simple, delicious meal, like spaghetti bolognese, for example. You need your pasta, you need your mince, and you need your sauce. It's not going to take you more than probably like half an hour, and most of the time you're probably just waiting for the pasta to cook. So yes, creating a better relationship with food is something that I have enjoyed. When it comes to creating great relationship with foods, everybody has their own techniques when it comes to it, if you are in a good place, my tip for it is intuitively eating. So just making sure you're listening to your hunger cues. That way you are eating when you are hungry. You aren't making rushed decisions, just going through a drive-through every day, ordering something off the menu and hoping that's going to fuel you correctly, because a lot of the time when you are buying takeaway, they are very energy dense. They aren't focusing on the nutrients. So that is just another quick little point that I wanted to make. The last point I want to talk about when it comes to meal prepping is how easily accessible it is once you are finished. So I like to spend about an hour or two on my Sunday afternoon just meal prepping my meals. That way, when I am getting ready for work the next day, I pop my lunch, I pop my snacks into my lunchbox, and I'm ready to go. If it is my day off, same thing, just take it out of the fridge, pop it in the microwave, and it is ready to go. That way, I am ready to eat when I am hungry, because a lot of the time, you know, if you're feeling hungry and you don't have anything prepared, you're just gonna, I know I get hangry, and you don't want to see me hangry. So having food prepared has just been a lifesaver for me. Alright, that is everything that I wanted to talk about meal prepping. We are now going to head into the kitchen and I'm going to show you my two go-to breakfast. Spoiler alert, it is just overnight oats and overnight Weet Bix. It is very simple, very easy. I'm sure everybody knows how to make these already, but if you don't, I'm going to show you how. And it probably won't take you more than 2 to 3 minutes to do so. So let's head to the kitchen. Alright guys, so meal prepping doesn't have to be hard, it doesn't have to be expensive. I like to take about an hour out of my weekend to just meal prep my breakfast and lunches for the week. And I'm just going to quickly show you my go-to breakfast, which I'm sure is everybody's go-to breakfast, which is protein overnight oats. So for this, Uncle Toby's oats, almond milk, some sugar-free maple syrup, and the protein I like to use is from Macro Mike, and today I'm going to be using the Peanuts Plant Protein in chocolate caramel. Doesn't that just sound absolutely delicious? I know, I'm very excited, so let's get started. Okay, so I have my containers here that I'm going to be putting my overnight oats in, and I have my handy dandy scale here. Alright, so this is going to only take me a few minutes to meal prep 3 breakfasts for the week. Like I said, doesn't have to be difficult, doesn't have to be too time consuming, very nice and easy. So for my overnight oats, I measure out 50 grams of oats. Just like that. And then I like to put in 15 grams of protein powder. I am so excited to try this chocolate caramel. Oh my god, that sounds so damn good. And then I put in 150 mils of almond milk. Just like that. And just to add in some sweetness, I like to put in a tablespoon of the sugar-free maple syrup and just stir that around. And then you just repeat that until your containers are filled. And just like that, I have 3 breakfasts ready to go, and that literally took me, I think, like 2 to 3 minutes. So on to the next one. I'm going to show you one more of my go-to recipes, which is overnight Weet Bix, which has, I know, been a very, very popular recipe as well. And I think this only includes like 3 or 4 ingredients as well. So let's get started on that one. Okay, so overnight Weet Bix. Almond milk. Weet Bix, of course. I'm again going to use the chocolate caramel plants protein from Macro Mike. And for my yogurt of choice, I'm going to be using the natural coconut yogurt. So 4 ingredients, that is it. That is how simple this recipe is. So let's get started. Again, handy dandy scale. I'm going to measure out, how much am I putting? I'm going to put 150 grams of coconut yogurt into my little bowl. Or 160, that works too. And then I'm going to put 20 grams of my Macromite chocolate caramel protein. I love overnight Weet-Bix so much. I think I like it more than the overnight oats. Overnight oats used to be my go-to, but when I found this on TikTok, I'm like, I tried it. Oh, it's just so good. So I'm just mixing it up. So it is a bit thick, so I'm just going to add a little bit of almond milk just to make it a bit more liquidy, but not too liquidy, because otherwise it's just gonna turn to soup. So that's the consistency I have. Okay, so I'm gonna set that aside, and I'm now, oh, I forgot to grab a container. That was silly. I'm back. Got my container, and all you have to do, I like to use 2 Weet-Bix. You can use 3 if you want to, and you're just going to crush it up in your container. Again, this is really quick, really easy. Like I said, guys, meal prepping doesn't have to be difficult. So there's my crushed Weet-Bix, and now we are going to add 70 ml of milk of choice into your container. So this kind of makes like a little bit of a cheesecake base. I know a lot of people like to compare this to eating like cheesecake, obviously without the cheese component. So you literally just smush it in until you make a base. So it should look something like this. And now you're just going to pour your yogurt batter into your container. And then after you're done, you just put whatever toppings you like. You can put almond butter, peanut butter, fruit, honey, apples and cinnamon. The possibilities are endless, guys. Some good stuff. Now it's looking like this. Let's put some toppings on it, pop it in the fridge, and now it will be ready for whenever I feel like having it for breakfast. I'm going to be topping this up with half a banana and some frozen berries. That way you're getting your daily fruit intake, because we want to make sure we are consuming from all 5 food groups, and you need to make sure you are eating at least 2 servings of fruit a day. And fruit is bloody delicious, so I never have an issue with that, especially during summer. It's currently summer here in Australia, and my favorite fruit to eat is mango. Oh my god, I'm actually gonna go eat a mango after this, and I'm very excited. Mango is my favorite fruit, and I think banana's a close second. I really love banana. Just grabbing out some berries. Oh, I am so excited to eat this. I think I'm gonna eat this tomorrow, and I'm very excited. Alright, I'm gonna quickly show you the finished product. Pop this in the fridge, and then we are done meal prepping our breakfast. Doesn't that just look absolutely beautiful? I am obsessed with overnight Weet-Bix. Anyways, that is all from me, guys. I really hope you enjoyed me talking about the importance and benefits and just everything about meal prep. I hope you guys enjoy meal prepping as much as I do. I know I like to have something ready to go whenever I'm hungry, whether that's breakfast or lunch. I can just grab it from the fridge and just eat it straight away. You aren't just there thinking about what you're gonna eat because it's already there for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, just please make sure you give it a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe. Until next time, bye guys.